Okay then, Raiders, we are back and we've got loads to go over today, as it appears that the game's struggling quite a lot today. You'll see a lot of gameplay in the background that showcases that, as I could not really play anything at all this afternoon. And we have now got a brand new hotfix that's come into the midst, with Embark Ocean giving us a lowdown of what the word is going on. It definitely doesn't look good, but we've got to take a look at it anyway. So we're going to give you guys all of our details that we've got for you guys today. If you haven't already, smash that beautiful like button and subscribe with post notifications turned on, and be greatly appreciated. Make sure you check out our incredible sponsor, Instant Gaming, the platform where you get your video games cheaper with the best deals, offers, promotions, and discounts, all running up to 70% off on old and new games alike. Links in the description for that one, and later on we have got a video showcasing Marathon to you guys. If any of you are interested, make sure you stay tuned to that one. But if you want a free copy of Arc Raiders, or you want some Raider tokens so you can get those new skins coming up soon, very simply head down to the comment section and put in any kind of love heart and it'll enter you in. With that being said, let's dive into the game and see what's happening right now inside of Arc Raiders. So starting off, some of you guys may well have noticed that the game's been going through a really rough patch as of today. It seems that there has been a very, very difficult time with regards to connections. As early this morning at around 9 AM, Embark Ocean stated that there were some server issues and they were working on solutions. Apparently, they should have sorted those and everyone could have gone back to normal. But apparently then the team were looking back into the connections. This led into a very, very skeptical time, leading to the gameplay that you guys can see in the background, as it was practically unplayable, and I have no idea what happened from that point because I refused to continue playing and losing loot down to glitches. This was a bit of an annoyance to say the least, and obviously they had to go forward and speak about that a little bit more. It states right here from Embark Ocean, Raiders, we are seeing that the servers are slowly recovering, but they are not at normal levels just yet. Please give it a bit more time before you jump back topside, and thank you for your patience. We'll be looking into returning lost loadouts, so keep an eye out for that in the next few days. So if you did happen to lose anything, that is now returning. They also go on to say something which was pretty damn terrifying. It states that the team is also working on a hotfix to address an issue where the Discord SDK logs excessive user information. Rest assured that your private and or personal data was not sent outside your machine, and Embark has not and will not review or keep such information. We will disable the Discord SDK logging and are conducting a deeper audit to ensure no further issues. If you have any questions or concerns, please contact our support team. And finally, we have manually departed players who are unable to join the expedition. Please check your Raiders status, and if you're still stuck, reach to support by submitting a bug report for missing rewards. So a lot to unpack there, actually, as they continued to then make the hotfix and it's now live. You'll be able to actually download that, so make sure you restart your client on any platform. But there was a lot to unpack. There was obviously a lot of connection issues, of which apparently it's stabling out. I am literally just playing as we speak right now, and it actually seems to be somewhat okay, a little bit more blippy than it normally is. So I would probably leave it for the rest of today if I was personally playing. That's just one thing I wouldn't want to risk, and they are obviously going to be rewarding you guys with the stuff that you would have lost during those loadout time periods. So fingers crossed that actually continues to work quite well and we don't have those issues moving forward, as well as the Discord SDKs that have been logged. And they've obviously had a bit of a connection issue, if you will, between Discord and Embark, and having that information seep through is a concerning factor, to say the least. Obviously, they have done some excessive movements in terms of the hotfix, and now that is now issued out, there should be no SDK logs in terms of the excessive user information at all. I did see a lot of people on Reddit kicking off big time about this, and everybody wants to keep their information private, so hopefully we can believe what they say when they say that they're not going to utilize that. I think that it's a really, really scary factor when that actually comes into play. So let me know what you guys are thinking about that and how it is that you take all of them messages as it runs through. Moving on from that, though, we have got to talk about the game's cadence right now, and I want to know exactly what you guys are thinking. At the moment, we have a full store rotation and such after around 2 weeks at a time. Is this something that you guys are happy with? Obviously, knowing that the seasons are going to be working as norm, is this something that you reckon can be sustained in the long term, or was the weekly rotation something that you guys wanted? For me personally, waiting for more skins is ridiculous. I don't particularly want to have to continue waiting, and I am one of those people, though, that will probably save a lot of money from this because I purchase every single skin the moment it comes out. It's actually becoming a bit of addiction at this point. So I'm really intrigued to know what you guys are thinking, because we do still have quite a few days remaining until that initial drop comes for the store, with around 5 days still on the clock. Moving on from that, though, you guys have been speaking about a lot on the Reddit, so I wanted to bring some of those questions over to you guys and see if you can find out your main opinion on this, as supply drops have become utterly useless, and this received a lot of upvotes. Other than just the missions and the way that you'd utilize them for like your daily tasks to be able to go ahead and upgrade your raider decks, there doesn't seem to really be much of a reason to utilize them at all, if for any reason. I don't know really why they're there. I understand the main consensus for them, but it's not something that I will be utilizing on a regular basis outside of those missions. I just want to know what your 2 cents is. So hit on there and change my mind. Are they useless, or do you agree? And finally, let's get this one down. I want you guys to be sending this to your friends and tag in your friends wherever you can down in the comment section below to the loot goblin in your squad. We all have them. The ones that cause chaos and carnage, and then while everyone else is fighting, try and get in for that bobcat or that tempest and be able to get as much loot as they can before they leave. Yes, the burnt peanuts of the squad. We all know the kind. Nonetheless, official news is really, really low at the moment, and they actually don't seem to be saying an awful lot, which is oddly concerning considering Marathon is literally just around the corner. With Marathon being so close now, with it being a matter of hours, at the point of recording at least, until this game drops, it is kind of something that you want them to be able to communicate a little bit more about. And with no official news eventually coming out, or any teasers of what's coming at the end of the month with the brand new patch update, the mega update that drops every single month, I am intrigued to know what it is that they are up to and what it is that's happening. And the player base seems to be in the same stead, as we've dipped down to in the last 24 hours to 200,000 total players. Still a lot inside of Steam, but it is slowly starting to lower. Really frustrating. I hope this game can continue in the stability that it's actually got, as it definitely needs it. Let's talk about the comment section from the previous video, though, where we went over the dev update, the blueprint nerf, and how it actually wasn't that bad at all after max testing. It was an interesting one, for sure. This states right here in the first comment from Philip that I wasn't sure about the expedition, but I'm surprisingly how fresh the game feels afterwards. I now have to show the Ark some respect again. And this is something that, again, Marathon unfortunately did really, really well. They've forced the usage for the expedition per se in their game. You have to reset every single season, and I think a lot of people are worried about doing that. And after doing it, I'm actually having more fun inside of Ark Raiders than I was when I had all of the blueprints and had all of the gear ready and I could craft everything. Because right now, I feel like there's now a bit of a progression system and a surface reason to actually jump into a raid. It's worth it for me. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments. This next one right here from Craft Salesman states, 300 hours in and I'm not bored at all. Love the game and the grind, which I absolutely love. Yet again, I think that it's really, really important, though, that you don't overdo it and you do make sure that you are playing other games. It's very important not to get burnt out, because you can ruin a really, really good game in your own head if you just put too much time into it. And finally, this one here from Buck Choi states, all I need is the Anvil blueprint. Now, I can't actually find that Anvil blueprint. I can't find it anywhere. It seems to be that one blueprint that eludes me. I found it once way back in season 1, and then after that I just haven't seen it again. It's never dropped for me after that point, and I just can't seem to find it. Now I've done the expedition. It's a little bit concerning as to whether that's ever going to drop for me. I really, really love the Anvil. It's pretty much a staple to your loadout at this point. But yeah, we'll probably get a nerf soon anyway, with how people are utilizing it alongside the Utaro. So I think that the next few days are going to be an interesting one with how this patch update is actually going to play out. Nonetheless, unfortunately, that's all we've got time for today. This primarily was just to let you guys know of the patch hotfix and how that played out, and give you guys a bit more insight in the game. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe, post notifications turned on, and stay tuned later as we've got the Marathon review for my thought process of the title. Thanks again for watching, like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the clouds.